Hi everyone, it's Allan Torp. It's Sunday and that means one thing. For the next 10 plus minutes, it's just going to be you and me in front of my camera where I have planned to show you the best sustainable Scandinavian style design that I could possibly find. It doesn't really matter where you are in the world. If you are sitting in a little house you have built yourself on a tiny island, or you are driving through Europe in a camper van, or you are just taking a break from your work where you've served angry New Yorkers their morning coffee. All that matters is that you are here, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because it's important you don't miss future videos and you make me so very, very happy. These days, no conversation about design is complete without some mention of sustainability. Many designers are making commitments to supporting eco-friendly design, a core part of their business, who all seeks to fill our homes with pieces that are not only kind to the environment, but made with fair labor practices. Okay, of course, living the ideal sustainable life would mean to live in a home built entirely out of reclaimed tree next to a clean water lake and spend all our time growing enough veggies in the garden to be self-sufficient. Reality is different from most of us, so we have a responsibility not only to improve our planet, but to improve the lives of people living here. We really should try to pay attention to all that goes into our homes. It goes without saying that you should, of course, look for sustainable, eco-friendly design when buying new, and when getting anything in the wood category, you look for the FSC certified label. That goes for the packaging too. FSC certified means that the trees are replanted in monitored forest, whereas non-certified products could be made from trees from the rainforest, which is not replanted and just lost forever. If you are mega handy, unlike me, you can also go with upcycling, taking any item that is no longer needed or wanted and giving it new life as something that is either useful or creative. I've seen so many fantastic ideas and communities involved in the upcycling movement, like building the most amazing tiny houses entirely out of doors, windows, and pallets. But there is really no limit to what can be upcycled. Luckily, you don't have to be equipped with a well-stocked toolbox to upcycle. There are actually brands who have specialized in giving your pieces new life. We are so often so quick to just replace tired, worn out items when they could be as good as new with a little TLC. One of my absolute favorite upcycle brands is the Swedish company Bems. With their covers and legs, you can give your sad old IKEA couch new life and make it all happy again. Not only do Bems have a magnificent product, but they are as transparent, ethical, and conscious as they come. I also like vintage, which is of course pretty easy. By choosing pieces from the local thrift store, secondhand stores, and other places where you can select items that already exist, you are reducing your impact on the world and often saving some cash. You'll find better quality items made in the past and pieces with character and history. Going on a treasure hunt at the local fair, garage sale, or the op shop can be exciting and fun. Also, it will make your home stand out a lot more because chances are that you'll have pieces no one else got. It means more personality, and that's exactly what we like. Designers and brands have become increasingly conscious of how the products they create impact the planet. which literally means I could just spend the next 1,000 hours talking about all the great sustainable products. But as both you and I have other things to do today, let me just mention my absolute favorite pieces. Let me just say this first before someone calls me out on it. All the pieces selected are not all made in Scandinavia, but they all perfectly fit into the Scandinavian lifestyle. Let's start with the ones closest to home. The two major players in sustainable decor in Denmark is Takt and Mader. I've always been mega fan of them both. Their design really makes me happy. Okay, not all of them, but most of them. Takt. I'm not quite sure why they're called Takt. Nevertheless, they have certainly set the bar for sustainable design. Most of their pieces are absolutely gorgeous. They all have the EU Eco label, and most are assembled with no or very few screws, like 4 of them. All components can be replaced when worn or old, and they all come flat packed, minimizing CO2 emissions during shipping, of course. Although I am not a fan of the designer because most of the things she's designed in the past are just a little bit dull, but not the plinth bench. It is my absolute favorite piece among the growing Takt collection. Cecilia Mans, that's the designer, made a rather ingenious solution, reducing the entire piece to just 2 components, the tabletop and the apron. The top and side pieces are cut from a single flawless piece of wood and fixed into place with vegetable tanned leather hinges. No need for glue, bolts or screws. So clever. Yeah, she's a clever one, that one. Moving on to Mader, who has also been top of the sustainable class. I really appreciate their approach, although it is far from all their designs I like. My favorites are the early pieces by Space Copenhagen and Ayush Kasliswal. I'm probably slaughtering that name and I'm so sorry, but his side table is just stunning. Mader recently also updated the 1955 Ocean outdoor seating by Jørn and Nana Ditzel into a new model called Ocean OC2. When they first launched the chair collection, it was made from repurposed fishing nets and ocean waste plastic, but now made with used beer kegs from Danish brewer Carlsberg. Yeah. Smart. The next piece I want to share is by a designer whom I probably have the most discussions about with my friends, people I don't know, or just random people I've met in a dog park, although I don't even have a dog. It's Welling. Not only is he incredibly handsome, but he became a household designer name with his He collection for hay. It has his name on it. Nevertheless, he is one very talented fella. And why do I bring him up in this sustainable list of furniture? Well, he has also designed the Rille chair with a 100% recycled plastic shell for Danish brand and tradition. The entire chair is not 100% sustainable, but it's what I would consider environmentally friendly. Small steps, my friends, small steps. Okay, I think I promised you pieces that isn't Danish, so here's one. It is created by French furniture brand Tiptoe. Not only do they have the coolest name ever, but it was co-founded by 2 very handsome bearded French dudes, très chic. Okay, it's starting to become a pattern, me choosing products by handsome men. Anyway, they have this new, very modern modular table system with trestle style steel legs units that can be paired with different tabletops that are either rendered in FSC certified pine wood or in and my personal favorite, terrazzo style recycled plastic made from discharged yogurt pots. All is made 100% in Europe, which I also think is a great point to add. When it comes to sustainable rugs, there are a few brands that comes to mind. Rock Solid and Nordic Nuts, but I want to highlight this crazy cool Chaos Rock by Emco. I can best describe it as one of those Friday nights that unexpectedly ends up with you. And by you, I mean me, dancing on the table in my underwear, kicking everything to the floor. That's this rug, a party that leaves confetti strewn across the floor long after it has ended. It's no wonder this rug is called Chaos. It's made of 100% linen offcuts, hand tufted in the same family-run textile factory in a small town in Lithuania, where the offcuts are generated in the first place. Clever. I'm pretty obsessed, and I think this rug could be a great colorful addition to a fun Scandinavian style home. And with that, we are done with today's video. I really hope this gave you a bit more info to the wonders of sustainable interior. It's not all dull. I want to say a million times thank you for watching, and you know what? I'm back next Sunday. Until next time, bye!